back with another tier list, boys. Alright, so here we go. It's Millencolin tier list this time. If you don't know already, Millencolin is my favorite artist. So without further ado, let us begin. Starting things off with the good old Same Old Tune, the first album to ever be released. Same Old Tune just got some really good songs, such as Dance Craze, Mystic Reptile, and Leona, but there's a lot of overrated songs. Like Mr. Clean is the most overrated song in all of Millencolin. Absolutely being honest with you. And then Chiquita Chaser is also overrated. Domestic Subway is just a terrible song. And then The Strike is not a good song either. But I still think it's solid enough to go into C tier. Next up is my favorite album, but I'm not going to be biased with it. It's Life on a Plate. I love this album because it has three of my favorite songs, actually. Jelly Goose, Olympic, which is my all-time favorite, and Bullion. But it's not quite S tier, even though it is my favorite album. I'm going to have to put it into an A tier. And next up is one of the best albums ever created. It is Millencolin's Four Monkeys. So, Four Monkeys is actually just like, it came out not even before the 2000 millennial. And it has some of the best songs ever created, such as Losing Must, 22, Trendy Wins, Puzzle, and the best song from the album, which is so underrated, Otis. If you are a Millencolin fan, I recommend you go watch it. It's going straight into A tier. Not quite S tier, though. However, our next album, though, is going to go into S tier. It is Pennybridge Pioneers, which I will talk about why it is an S tier. It is the most it is the best album, most popular. They made a whole production on it. And, dude, it's literally got some of my favorite songs, like Penguins and Polar Bears, Duck Pond, and it's nostalgic. It's where their hometown is. Dude, the camera work is probably not very good. Yeah, it's where their hometown is, so it's really special to them. So, yeah, it goes into S tier. Never heard the Melancholy Collection. Probably won't ever. And now what I think is the best album in Millencolin, Home From Home, is a dead-on S tier. Home From Home has some of the best songs, like Man or Mouse, Fingers Crossed, which is easily the best song in the album. Well, my favorite's Man or Mouse, but I think Fingers Crossed is the best one. I gotta say, though, there's some underrated songs. Like, well, Happy to Snare Dogs is not underrated, but, like, Man or Mouse is still a really good song. Home From Home, the song called Home From Home, is underrated, dude. It is a very good song. I remember Black Eye not being very good. Honestly, it makes me queasy. But still, I'm putting this in S tier. Next up is Kingwood. Kingwood is highly overrated, I feel like, but it will still go into B tier. Kingwood has some really good songs, such as Ray, Farewell My Hell, but that's pretty much it of what I've heard. I still think it is better than Same Old Tunes. Next up is the worst Millencolin album I've listened to. It's going into D tier. I have one song I've liked out of the album. It's called Ducks and Drakes. I listened to Detox yesterday. Detox is not good. It's not as good as the hype is. And there's a lot of bad songs in this album, so I'm going to have to put it in D tier. I never heard The Connection either. Next up is Trubber, which I questionably am saying it's going to be an S tier, but I think it goes in the same tier as Four Monkeys. It has every song I've listened to is good, honestly, except Wall of Doubt. It's not that good. But it's still a very good album. I really like the album still. I think it's underrated. But, like, there's a lot of good songs. Like, my mom's favorite song is True Room. My favorite song is Sense and Sensibility. We can't forget Something I Would Die For, which a lot of people hate on. Chameleon is a really good song, even though it's highly overrated. Bring Me Home is a pretty good song. But still, it's a really good. Finally, we have SOS, which is going into B tier. Honestly, dude, there's only, like, a couple songs I really like. Like, Carry On is mid. It's actually a pretty good song. The Annie and Laurel is the best song in the album. SOS is just, like, the song is just so classic for this album. Nothing is really good, too. Like, just Nothing, the song. That's what it's called. Sour Days, obviously, what people say to be the best in the album, which I can agree with, honestly. It's a really good song. But anyways, that does it. I hope Millencolin comes back, but this is my tier list. Since there was so little songs, I'm not putting it into, like, a God tier or anything. So that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. We just hit 100 subscribers. We're going to try to get to like 200 now or something. I don't know. But you can subscribe too. It's free. Totally free. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.